Hi guys, it's me, Ruowen Huang. Today I want to talk about some topic with you guys. Before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. Today I want to talk about the meanings of being respectful of your parents. Before I begin, I'm very often being asked of this question, what's the true meaning of it? How should we respect our parents? Or, how people usually find it is a struggle to respect their parents when their parent is simply being so disrespectful. You know what I mean? So anyway, to get into it, I guess I feel the need to introduce my background. Then you'll understand why all those questions very often asked. In Chinese, we have a term actually called 孝顺. 孝顺. Believe it or not, you cannot find this word. You cannot find this word in Western vocabulary. After living here for 20 years, I never heard people using any phrase to refer a certain behavior called 孝顺. But let me kind of explain this so you will understand what it is. Chinese word 孝顺 basically means kids have to be obedient to listen to their parents, do what their parents ask of them, do what their parents, want from them. So basically it's kind of obedience in a way. You just obey everything your parent tell you to do, right? To show respect. The way they show respect is to basically do everything they tell us to do. So it doesn't just happen when you're young. It happens when you're much older too, right? So since most of from where I come from, so let me just speak for Taiwanese then. I cannot even categorize all Asian. Since a lot of Taiwanese people in my generation raise their kids, saying the reason watch out all the effort I'm devoting myself into, how much things how much time I waste on your life. I'm doing all those investment on you so you can pay back to me one day. So that's why a lot of kids growing up believing now I'm an individual adult, it's my job, my obligation to take care of you, right? Honestly, it's good old ethical background, but to a limit. So when I'm talking about this, does it mean it's only happen in Asian cultural, kids have to take care of their parents? No. After living in North America for a long time, I realized one thing. Even though North Americans don't even have this words, even though when I'm talking about it, define it, a lot of North Americans would say, "Oh my God, that's ridiculous. That's absurd. Why would this happen, right? Like, why would parents expect that from the children?" What they do not know is, I realize there's certain behavior in North America that's also similar to that. It's just they don't have a phrase for it. In North America, if you ever pay attention to it, what the phrase I use is called manipulation. Parents will manipulate their kids to make them feel guilty or obligated to do something for them. That is, I raise you, I devote myself to you. I make you successful this day. How can you do this to me, right? So what I would say, for me, outcome is the same. You want your kid to do something for you, but the term and phrase is different. So now I want to come back and talk about this behavior, disregard what term it is or what phrase it is. What's the meaning of it? Is it really necessary, right? After being a parent myself, and after learning whole psychic journey, understand things that's out there normal people don't see or whatever, I learned one thing. And this one thing, based on what my higher spirit say to me so many times, you probably heard me say so many times too in the previous episode, is called try to apply something into the universe. Anything that are you aware of, if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. Okay? So it's very simple math. Now we're doing a math. I'm gonna apply any behavior that I'm dealing with right now. Like I feel struggle right now. I feel obligated to take care, look after my mom, but then but then I'm in this struggle. I don't know. I feel the need to go study, go away, but my parents continue telling me I have to be respectful, to stay close to them. Okay, whatever situation that you're going through right now. Now let's try to do this math very simply, simple math. Apply that scenario, and then apply to any nature that you know of, and give me the equivalent scenario. If it makes sense, then it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, then it doesn't make sense. Now, let's think. Which animal in the planet, in the world that you know of course, there are planets you don't know of, then don't worry about it. Focusing on the planet you do know of. Now, which animal or plant or anything, when they're growing older, they have to come back and look after their olderness. It's an obligation. They have to do that. Okay, now name one. Do you realize how difficult it is to come up with something? Did you realize, did you, are you like me? I'm like, huh? Well, maybe I can kind of say gorilla, monkey, because we're so close to them, right? Then you realize, no, they don't feel obligated. Because when they're parents, somehow if they become territorial, they become the king of the tribe, and then all of a sudden one of the mothers say, no, it's my tribe. I'm pretty sure that Ab would just kind of kill the mom, because that's what nature is, right? And then you say, okay, fine, let's think about something else. I don't know, like wolf, maybe tiger. You realize that you're probably equally, monkey. I know we all think the same. But you realize something. You realize something is, in the all nature of the universe, I couldn't speak universe. Let's say on earth. People will show their elder respect. I will show respect, right? I would not go out of my way to hurt you. I would not go out of, my way to make your life miserable. I would respect you the way you should be respected. But if you ever show disrespect to me, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter who you are. Especially if you become threatened to me. You become territorial. Let's say if I'm monkey, I'm the monkey king. And now all of a sudden, it may be my dad, but now you want to come and fight with my territory. You will see at that point, it will become a fight. It will become an equal fight. Or not like, oh, you know what? I should not hit you because you're my dad. I don't think any animal does that really. They will kill you if you try to get my territory. Especially, if I'm hungry, I'll try to kill you too. You know what I'm trying to say. But what I really try to say is, it took me so many years to observe all kind of, animal geography or something like that, just because Animal Planet or National Geography. Really, what I'm trying to do is I'm constantly in the position trying to prove my higher spirit wrong. But the more I discover, the more I realize how wrong I am. Not how wrong you are, but how wrong I am. Is realize I coming from a Chinese background, very Chinese background. So even though a lot of people say, oh no, you're very outspoken, you're very, extrovert and things like that. What I do not realize is I was raised and born from a very Asian background. To be disobedient to the parent is something wrong. I label as wrong. That's why even to the elder, when I'm dealing with elder, especially they have a title, that I think I should respect them, most of the time I will be very respectful, even though I do not agree with them. To a point, I will let them walking all over me. I will let them abuse me physically or mentally, and thinking it's my job to take it all in. It takes really long time, especially this whole journey, for me to really understand this is not so. It is not so. The whole universe or nature based on one thing only, is called respect. It doesn't matter who you are, how old you are. If you have no respect to me, I don't need to show you any respect. Does that make sense to you? I could walk away from you, right? I don't have to fight you. I don't have to make you look ugly. I don't have to go revenge or anything, but I could have walked away because you know what? This is the best respect I can show to someone I disrespect. Really. You have nothing better to say, you might well just shut up. At least that's something I learned, right? But especially after being a parent, and after knowing everything I know, I start to realize it is wrong for me as a parent to raise my kid expecting they will take care of me one day. Because based on all nature, parents' job is to provide you every skill that you can so you can take care of you. If you take very good care of you, you do me the greatest favor. Because that is based on I understand I can take care of myself. I will probably have every skill I need to know to keep me lasted till the day I die. But now let's hoping before you grow up, before you become strong, I'm able to give you all that skill that I know how. And on top of that, you will gain some skill that you know how. And then you will be able to take care of it. So it's not your job to do everything I say or to obey everything I say, especially not to live the life I tell you to do when you are already a grown-up. Somewhere along the way, I supposed to let it go. Somewhere along the way, I supposed to trust you, trust the universe, trust your destination, trust your faith, and believe you will do just fine. That at all is what every parent should do. That's what I should do. That's what every universe, every animal out there are doing. It's simply we are not doing it. But it's very often we will manipulate our kids to do something for us. It's not what the nature is. It's not what the universe is. It's very often people do not realize they have an issue they did not work within themselves. You know what I mean? I feel lack of love. I'm not loved. Therefore, I feel the need to manipulate my kids to love me so then I feel love. It's not your kid's job that you don't feel a job. It's not your kid's job to play your parent, to take care of you. No, it should be the other way around. It should be your job to tell them how to live a life. It's not their job to come back and take care of you. You know what I mean? Because really what we try to do is we want to carry forward all those good things, all those knowledge. We hoping our kids will grow stronger, better than we are. No, we don't know better, but we hope you will know better. We cannot create a better world for you. We are very sorry about that, but we hope you can create something better because we don't know better. You know what I mean? We're hoping we can carry forward a good ethic, things, and also allow our kid to invent something new, to create something new for themselves. So anyway, a lot of time, I know it's very far off. I can spring out to a lot of branches for me to, mumbling myself, just also due to the background that I came from. So what I'm saying is, let me come back to the topic. Very often I'm asked, what should I do? What should I do? Should I listen to what my parents tell me? Should I just obey what they say? They did raise me. And then, maybe it's time for me to take care of them. Here, as a children myself, as a parent myself, I'm simply sharing a little bit personal opinion from a psychic point of view. That's just simply my personal point of view for your other consideration. I personally think parents' job is to give kids every survival skill that we can so you can take care of yourself. Not to take care of us, but you can take care of yourself. You can create a better world that we are not able to provide for you. You are able to make this world better that we won't able to provide for you. Why? Because, genes, soul have a tendency of better themselves. It's in their nature. It's in them, right? Since we have that genes, since we have that nature in us, it doesn't make sense we're living backward. It only makes sense that every generation try to figure a better way of living, right? So what I'm saying is, even though we are your parent, our job is to give as much as we know till then, not to overprotect you, not to keep you from harm, but try to give you every survival skill that we know of till now. because we cannot teach you something we don't know, right? And then hoping you will use those knowledge, those skills, invent it or make it better or somehow, some way, and then able to then create a world for yourself, create a life for yourself, to take good care of yourself. You know what I mean? So if you ask me, to be respectful of your parent is essential, but it's not essential just to your parent. To be respectful, period. Everybody deserves a little bit of respect, whether people you like or don't like, right? So what I'm saying is, to be respectful is something you should have. Everything you do, everything you say should base on a big umbrella on respect. That including your parents, because they did raise you. So whether you agree or disagree what they say, show some respect. Show some respect. But does that mean you have to go out of your way to obey everything they say? You know, to obey everything they tell you to live. You should live your life this way. You should do this way. No, you don't have to. No, you don't have to. My personal opinion, no, because based on what I know, everybody has different life plan, different blueprint, different purpose of life, different tasks. Very most likely your parent will have very different one as yours too. When they are manipulating you is usually try to control your emotion, hoping to trigger like guilt in you, make you feel bad so you feel obligated to do something. Be aware of that. Be aware of that. You know what I mean? Whether you choose to be manipulated or not, that's really solely your choice. But don't crown it a name. Don't use 孝顺 as a way of thinking this is the way I have to be. If you really in the true universe way of thinking, I'm not talking about human way of thinking, in true universe way of thinking, the best way you can pay back to your parents for them to raise you is take very good care of yourself, to create a better life for yourself, to prove you can create a better world for yourself or even for your children. For me, that's the best way you can pay for your parent. So anyway, I think I talked about this topic several times again. But, you know, as I say, I can talk about the same topic so many times until one day people can stop asking me questions. So again, if you like what I'm doing, you can always join me live on Facebook or go to subscribe my YouTube channel or my website, ruowen.com. Till then, next time. Bye.